Oh, well, hi, Doctor. I'm Vicky. I'm here at 11 o'clock. Thank you for seeing me this late. We were kidding. You said these sessions were cheap. God, work sucked tonight. Barely made any tips.
What do you do, Vicky?
A barmaid.
I see. And you want my help. You want me to hypnotize you.
I have got to quit smoking. With that new smoking ban, I'll lose my job if I don't. Can you help me with that, Doctor?
I can help you overcome your problem, Miss Vicky. All you have to do is trust me. Are you willing to trust me? Will you do exactly as I tell you to do?
Anything, Dr. Vonderland, anything that'll help me.
Good. Very good. So, Vicky, you're a slave to a filthy habit, a strong urge that you would do anything to quench.
Yes, Doctor. My craving is so maddening. I'm not sure if you understand what I'm going through. Even the smell of it, I practically become lustful in my desire to have it.
I do understand your passion, Vicky. I too know what it is like to catch the scent of that which I desire and to pursue it vigorously until I am satisfied.
I've tried everything. I even tried shock therapy. It didn't work, but that's pretty cool. I hope you can help me.
And I will. You are the perfect subject to be hypnotized. Not everyone can. Some people are so wrapped up in their everyday concerns that they simply cannot concentrate. You must relax. You must put your body at ease. Can you do that, Miss Vicky?
Yes, Doctor.
Excellent. Open your subconscious mind, Miss Vicky. Open up to me. My voice will allow you to relax deeply, and you will do exactly as I say, since what I tell you is in your best interest. You have come to me because you wish to break free of a dangerous addiction. I will guide you to where you will be safe. But before that can happen, first you must experience feelings of anguish and horror. You must walk in step with the skeletons of death. because you wanted to stop smoking, you have made a wise decision. I have succeeded to help you destroy your nagging habit.
Thank you, Dr. Bongelin. I no longer feel like a slave to my addiction. I'll go now. That's right. I forgot to pay you, Doctor. How much do I owe you?
Hey, you need something? You got $1, man. Hey, no, I want it all. I want it all. Come on, let's go.
You are like a bug, waiting to be crushed. You should learn to respect your elders.
You broke my wrist.
You're what they call a habitual drinker, Archer. I've been looking at every coffee hole to find you, and I've called every damn barista in town.
Why don't you just call me?
You're not accepting calls right now.
You should have just left a message and I'd call you back.
Well, thanks, Arch. I'm just your partner.
I'm not trying to avoid you, Sarah, if that's what you're hinting at.
Do I look like I'm hinting?
Don't come to me looking for a fight.
Oh, so when did we get married?
If we were married, the kissing and the making up part would be like the Valentine's Day massacre.
So that's why you've been divorced. How many times?
Your love life has a few black eyes. Where's that boyfriend of yours?
He's on the road.
Truck drivers are always on the road. It's girls like you that make it easy for them to drop their load and go to the next town.
Fuck you, Archer!
You're a nice girl, Sarah, but I like my women hard, fast, and loaded with sin.
I wish you would die.
Not before you tell me what you came here for.
Our obsessive-compulsive disorder client was murdered last night.
Jesus Christ.
No, I don't think he did it. Considering she was torn to shreds, like she'd been attacked by some wild animal.
Well, at least she doesn't have to pay for hypnotherapy anymore.
Yeah, but we aren't gonna get paid either.
Do you think it'll be too tacky to go to her boyfriend that she was having us investigate for the money?
It's worth a try. Oh, we should also look into that, flim-flam hypnotist she was so fond of.
Well, you check out the Crystal Gazer, and I'll finger Loverboy.
Come in. I knew you were coming. How did I know? I am Christilla, the visionary. Have a seat, and we shall begin. What can I do to help out a private detective?
I'm not here to pay for your spiritual skills, Al.
Well, if I cannot sell you something, Sarah, what can I buy from you?
Don't be cute. A client of mine came here to have her palms read. Now she's dead. How much do you know?
Her death was disturbing for certain. I knew that she would not be with us for long.
And did you tell her this?
I let her see for herself, but she chose to ignore the truth.
What, did she look into your crystal ball and see herself die?
On the contrary, I let her walk into a room by herself to come face to face with her intimate fears. What she found out, she never told me.
And did she leave here alive?
You are a woman without any limits. I love to read your palms.
That's not gonna happen. I think I'd like to see this room.
Yes, you may go, but you must go alone. For yourself the icy twist of fate. From this moment on, this memory will haunt you until the end of your life.
Get off of me!
She told me she was also seeing a hypnotist to look into her past lives. You may want to talk to him. This is his card, and he is Dr. Org Vonderlin.
Dr. Vonderlin, huh?
He's a German Spengali. You can only go to him at night. I'd advise caution.
Let me tell you something. My name is Jebediah Hawthorne, and I am your boss. You called me because of faulty equipment that may be a hazard. You want me to shut down production. That would cost me time and money. I think you know what I want you to do. Safety is not my primary concern, Mr. Culpepper. You have a job to do. It's a job that I expect you to get done one way or another. Because if you don't get it done, someone else will. Are we clear on that? Now fix it. Frankie, glad you're here. I know you want to do the right thing for the family. The Hawthorne family business is just as important to you as it is to me.
Uncle Jeb, I do feel the family business is important.
It's music to my ears, Frankie. Let's go inside, have some drinks, and have some laughs. Come on.
No, Uncle.
What?
I'm tired of fighting you over this.
Frankie, all you have to do is give in. It's the smart thing to do.
You pushed me around for the last time.
I haven't pushed you hard enough, Frankie. What about this band? What if it never makes it? What if one of these little hoes gets knocked up? What then, Frankie? I control you. Don't forget, Frankie, I own you. Never forget that. Never.
You got something on me, that's for sure. But I'll find a way to get away from you. That I promise.
Frankie! Where have you been? Your man's been looking everywhere for you.
Oh, it's a long story, Vicky.
I'm not listening.
You don't want to hear about my troubles.
Well, I'd like to help you if I could.
Thanks, but nobody can help me. Although it would be nice to have some company, ease some of the pain. You want to go see a movie?
Sure, let's go to the Rex.
How'd that thing turn out with your hypnotist?
I am Ulrich Vonderlin. My housemaid said there was a very pretty detective here to see me. I see she was not lying.
Does your housekeeper ever lie to you, Doctor?
Mrs. Cromwell always looks out for my best interest. I rely on her to keep me well informed.
Then she must be very valuable to you.
Her strong intuition and many resources have saved my life countless times.
Such loyalty is hard to come by these days, wouldn't you say?
Yes, Miss Pennington, and it requires a bond that must not be broken. Now, what is the reason for your visit?
Natalie Brew is dead, Doctor. How well did you know her?
That is unfortunate. She was a very nice girl.
She told you she was a stripper. Did she pay you well?
She paid what she could. I am not looking for blood, money.
But I have a feeling that many women have been through this house.
I run a business with clients who are usually of the fairer sex. Are you accusing me of something, Detective? If so, come right out and say it.
Natalie had her share of problems, but what was it that she had to see you about?
I cannot discuss that with you.
I can sense a tragic amount of turmoil happened here.
Are you a psychic detective?
No, I've never experienced anything like this before.
I can help you bring out your gift with hypnotism, Sarah.
I can't be hypnotized, and I don't really have time for this either. I have questions that need to be answered.
Ask what you want. I have nothing to hide.
Why did you come to this country?
America is the land of plenty. My country was becoming boxed in, almost claustrophobic. And there was violence. I had to get away.
Sind sei unter dem Hauten. Was sei?
I'd say it's about time I get some new candles. I knew she was in danger. I sensed it. And now I know for sure.
Are you really as good as a hypnotist as they say?
It has been a very long day, and you are getting tired. You should go home and get some rest.
tipping this to me?
Because I can.
I am Jebediah Hawthorne.
Pleasure to meet you, Mr. Hawthorne. I'm Archer Riley.
My servant tells me that you're a private detective and not a member of the police department.
That's right.
Walk with me. My nephew Frankie will not be available to you or anyone. I have him quite busy with family matters. In fact, whatever you have to say to him, you say to me.
Doesn't Frankie play in a band?
Not anymore.
So you won't let me talk to him at all?
From now on, Frankie will be solely devoted to me.
Wow. How do you get that kind of loyalty?
If you can't earn it or buy it with love, you must use a great deal of fear.
So, let's talk about the girl who was murdered. The girl that Frankie knew. Her name was Natalie Brew.
Never heard of her.
Don't you read the paper?
Tramps are killed every day, Mr. Riley. Who cares?
Frankie knew that girl.
So, he didn't kill her, did he?
That's exactly why I want to talk to him.
There's no more case for you to stick your nose in, Mr. Riley. Leave it for the real police.
You have a lot of friends there. What did it take to get them? Money, love, or fear?
That's right, Mr. Riley.
It's time we become better acquainted, don't you think?
It's wonderful. It fulfills all of my wildest dreams. What do I have to do to possess all of its powers?
There's a small ritual that must be performed in order to transfer complete ownership over to you.
What ritual? Ah, you mean the sacrifice.
Yes, the blood sacrifice. But first, the blade must be consecrated in fire.
Great. How soon can we do this?
It's not easy to come by such a charm.
What do you mean? We got here easy enough. I've already used the power once on my nephew Frankie, and the results were glorious. I could feel the power surging through my veins as if it was a drug.
Yes, the rush of the beast.
We have to do this now.
My time is very valuable, Mr. Hawthorne.
I will pay you whatever you want to do this for me.
I wasn't going to ask for more than what you'd already promised me. But the extra money will definitely make up for your impatience.
Let's do this now.
Archer Riley. I need to speak to you.
Usually, I go to see the seer, not the other way around.
You have problems I need to tell you about.
You don't have to tell me I've got problems. I can tell myself what they are at a cheaper rate.
It's not about you. It's about Sarah.
Sarah's really not my problem. She's just my partner.
This is no time to fool around.
Sarah's a nice girl, but she's not my type.
People in your line get in a lot of trouble.
She carries a gun sometimes.
The concern in your voice is really ticking me off.
Okay, what's the matter with Sarah? I know she's a predator at heart and dates guys that she can sink her teeth into, but what do you want me to do about it?
I shouldn't be talking to you if that's all you have to say. Sarah right now is in the clutches of a madman. Do you want to save her or not?
Being a man of mystery like you are, you don't have to be so poetic. Just say what's on your mind.
Let's get in the car. I bet you feel awful.
Only because I could use a cup of coffee.
Sacrifice in mind?
Yes, I do.
You know this requires more than one.
Yes.
The first is the offering.
The second is the blood of a vampire.
Hey Vicky, this is Frankie. I was just leaving you this message to let you know I made a decision about what we talked about at the theater. I'm leaving town. I'm not even packing a bag. I'm just going now. I wish I could tell you this in person instead of this way. Wish I could take you with me. It's too dangerous. Hope your hypnosis therapy really helps you out. Maybe someday I'll get to meet this Vonderland cat. Well, I gotta run. When I land on my feet, I'll get in touch. This is the only way I know to get out from under my uncle's supreme rule. I really loved being at the movies with you last night. You helped me a lot. Later, Vicky. Now what's your next move, Frankie?
Your only move, Frankie, is to come quietly with me. Mr. Hawthorne is waiting to see you. He has an important job lined up for you to do.
I don't work for my uncle anymore.
But I do. And that's exactly why I have to take you back with me.
I feel sorry for you, Sam. The only place I'm going is far away.
Well, Mr. Hawthorne wants, he gets. You know that.
Sam, I'm warning you. You may not live to regret what you're doing.
Be reasonable. Don't bite the hand that feeds you.
What my uncle doesn't see is what he's doing to me. He's gonna have to realize I don't belong to him, and he can't make me kill again. Stand aside. Yeah, I need you to send an ambulance back to the alleyway behind the blue house. There's been a guy been badly beaten back here.
Dr. Vonderland lives at the top of the stairs. It's the back way to get to him.
Why can't we have just gone the front way?
We have to sneak up on him. Don't you see?
Do you really think so? We might be too tired to fight him when we get there. Then where will Sarah be?
I forgot, you're a detective. You have to make things complicated.
No, I want to keep my strength if need be.
You got a gun on you?
The last time I needed one, I was up against some hardcore bad guys. No, I don't have it now.
Why the hell not?
I didn't wake up this morning looking for a fight.
It's okay, Archer. I don't think a bullet will do for Dr. Vonderland.
Now you tell me.
Mrs. Cromwell made you some tea. I heard you screaming.
I had a nightmare. It was about you.
What can I say? I am a doctor.
This tea's helping to clear my mind.
And perhaps chase away those bad dreams.
They weren't as bad as you think.
Then my profession has some redeeming qualities.
I'd say, actually, that my nightmare opened my eyes.
How so?
I saw that you were more than what you appear to be. Don't be concerned, Dr. Vonderland. I've been looking to find someone just like you.
I'm not sure I know what you mean, Sarah.
There's a darker side to you, Doctor. I may not fully know how to use my psychic powers yet, but you can't hide what you are from me.
And what do you intend to do about that?
I'd say we could work out a very interesting relationship.
I don't believe it. okay, Sarah?
Yeah. I mean, why wouldn't I be?
Be careful how things may appear for now, my friend.
Sarah, I thought something happened to you.
I'm fine. I'm okay, really. I'm good.
I'm sorry to have kept her for so long, gentlemen. But when Sarah came here to interview me about the horrible death of Natalie Brew, she found out she was very sensitive to supernatural forces and influences.
What's that supposed to mean?
I don't mean to intrude. Doctor, did you hypnotize her?
You are Alfonso Cristillo, the seer.
I'm flattered you know me.
I've enjoyed your books on spiritual insight.
To answer your question, Al, no, he did not hypnotize me. I told him I can't be hypnotized.
That's it. I'm convinced. Sarah, let's call it a night, and we'll exchange notes in the morning after a good night's sleep.
I trust I will see you again. Soon.
I think we will, Ulrich.
I know you gotta be hungry. There's an all-night burger joint we can hit before we take you home. Thanks for your help, Doctor.
Hey, there's something I can help you with?
No, I don't think so.
Then I have to ask you what you're doing sneaking around the Hawthorne mansion, peeping in the windows and trying these locked doors and stuff.
I wasn't sneaking. Who the hell are you to tell me anything about anything?
I work for the Hawthorne family. And you, miss? You're gonna have to come along with me.
Why? I didn't do anything wrong.
Miss? I can take you quietly or I can take you by force. Either way, you're going to come with me.
Look, you don't understand. I need to see Jebediah Hawthorne.
And the only way to do that is by appointment. You don't have one, do you?
No, that's what I mean. I need to see him now. It's deathly important.
Deathly. Why should I take you seriously?
Because I know that Frankie Hawthorne had something to do with that girl's horrible death a few days ago.
Who are you?
My name is Vicky Autumn.
You think making a statement like that will get you an easy way in?
Look, I know we shouldn't have come here to bother Mr. Hawthorne. I know what I just said sounds like I'm just trying to start trouble for the Hawthornes, but I really want to help. I'm not looking for any publicity.
You're not too convincing, Vicky. Why don't you tell me what you think Frankie did?
I can't, and I need to tell Jebediah himself.
Let me go! I think you'd be better off talking to the police. They can figure out why you're trespassing better than I can.
I'm not going to the police. You can't make me.
Listen, Vicky, I don't know what the hell this is all about, but I don't know, you could be some whack job or something. But seeing Mr. Hawthorne is definitely out of the picture. You have to tell me more about this.
I don't even know your name.
I'm Samuel Glatt. I'm a good friend of Frankie's.
I am too. I just want to help him. His uncle's the only person that can stop Frankie from hurting himself. Frankie's run off. He may never come back. Maybe you could help me find him.
Yeah. Frankie's had some trouble. That's for sure.
His uncle's where it all begins, Sam.
You don't think I know that? I tried to stop him from running away.
Maybe the two of us can stop something terrible from happening.
Yeah. But talking to Mr. Hawthorne is not the way to do it. You just can't reason with a madman.
I thought I'd try. I mean, is there any other way?
I don't know.
Will you help me try?
Well, maybe together we can do something.
I want to see Sam Glatt immediately.
You want to see me, Mr. Hawthorne?
Sam, come sit down.
Is there anything wrong, Mr. Hawthorne?
Not at all, Sam. You seem to have a way with the ladies.
Yeah, well, I'm nice to them, and they're nice to me.
That woman you were with on the lawn is someone I recognized. Wasn't she with Frankie, my nephew, at one time?
Yeah, she said she knows Frankie. Frankie knows a lot of girls. So do I.
Yes, I can see how that is. Frankie's band is playing in town. I wonder if that girl will be there. Is her name Vicky?
Yeah, Vicky Otto is what she said.
Then it is her. She is the one that I've seen him with before.
I don't understand, Mr. Hawthorne.
Sam, I would like to meet Miss Autumn. I would like you to bring her here to me. I have some intimate questions.
Save some room for dessert, Sarah. I've never seen her eat so much. Hamburgers last night and a bucket of eggs this morning.
She does have quite the appetite, I see.
Can hypnotism cause that?
Maybe you guys need hearing aids. Or maybe you're just stupid and don't know it yet. I wasn't hypnotized. Do you need more time to let that sink in?
There must be a reason why you're scarfing down those eggs like that. They don't even stand a chance with you. Do you think Dr. Wunderland did this to her somehow?
Dr. Vonderland is able to hypnotize people and, in fact, hypnotize Sarah, but her consciousness is not able to accept it. However, her experiences may provide us with answers.
If I were you, I'd look somewhere else.
It seems to me the whole idea was for you to find out what kind of cologne he wears and maybe where he eats his dinner. And if you got that far, he might have shown you his favorite place to hide bodies. He's that kind of person.
Well, while we're pointing fingers, Arch, did you get the boyfriend?
No, I didn't.
some detective you are.
He is a control freak, that's for sure.
Does Hawthorne have a connection with Vonderland?
Possible.
I'd say probable.
Now, if I could only count on my partner to dump what she learned about Vonderland.
There's nothing to say about him.
Do you expect me to believe that?
It's Natalie Brew's roommate, Cherry Meadows. Hello, Cherry. This is Alfonso Cristillo. What can I do for you? You'd like to try regression. All right, I'll schedule an appointment for next week, the 13th. Yeah, well, in the meantime, you be good and wear those seatbelts. Bye.
Who knew that Natalie Brew had a roommate?
I did.
Well, I think I'm gonna pay her a visit.
And this time, I'll get Frankie.
I'm glad you waited to see me, Frankie.
Before I leave town, just wanted to make sure you're okay, Cherie.
Me? I can take care of myself.
My uncle might come after you. He could hurt you bad. You know what he did.
You mean Natalie?
He made me change so I could hurt.
You can't blame yourself, Frankie. Natalie and I were best friends and roommates. She knew the risk she was taking when she went after your uncle like she did.
Yeah, you're right.
None of us could have known that he would use that power he purchased on us so quickly.
Now he can control me whenever he wants, because he put a curse on me.
I brought someone along who hates him as much as we do.
Who?
His son.
Hello, Frankie. Long time no see.
Marcellus, I thought you moved to France.
Not quite. Just a little trip to help me make some more sense out of the world.
What he really meant to say is that he went there strictly for the filthy nightlife.
There's always something fun to do in France. Especially when you're a Hawthorne.
And I bet you did it all, Marcellus.
Actually, I was staying with an old friend of ours, Cherie. You know, the madam. She told me that a gypsy had taken a special item of hers and brought it here to sell it to my father. Does he have it yet?
He does. And we don't know what happened to the gypsy.
Knowing my ruthless father, he disposed of her rather quickly. Doesn't matter. The madam wanted to do something far worse to her.
What do you think, just because you're his son, you can blow into town and change the way he thinks?
I'm not saying I can do that, Frankie. I'm just going to take away everything he has. And the two of you are going to help me.